Hey there! I got a parcel from Appelboom, and when it arrived, a couple of pens in there for me to review. Joost sent me a video of himself wearing a Darth Vader mask, saying something along the lines of, if you want to keep this pen, you have to do a review in a Darth Vader outfit, which was supplied for me. It was in the box. It was fantastic. Watch the review, you'll see it. And the pen in question was the Cross Peerless Darth Vader pen. Now, in this series, I have talked about this pen, right? The Cross Townsend Boba Fett. And I said, the problem, I love the pen, the problem is it's a bit too skinny. Guess what? The Peerless is not skinny. They should make a Boba Fett and also a Jango Fett in this model. Anyway, and also the Mandalorian, by the way. And also the heavy weapons man, and also the armor. Yeah, anyway, having said that, why do I love this pen? I'm not going to lie. It's known that I'm a nerd and I like Star Wars, and it's a Darth Vader pen. But this is an awesome pen. And I'll tell you why. Because this one is used a lot. This is inked up almost constantly since I got it. From a distance, you don't see it's a Darth Vader pen. It's just a shiny black pen. When you come up close, the only thing that really gives it away, because there is all kinds of detail, again, in the full review I go over all the detail. I'm not going to do that now. That's what the review is for. This is a personal pens video. For example, there is like his sort of silhouette of his helmet in the cap. The one thing that gives it away is the buttons on that box that's on his chest. But even that, if you don't really understand from a distance, you can't really see what it is. If you get closer and you know Star Wars, then you may recognize it, but otherwise it could be all sorts of things. It could be some sort of geometric pattern or whatever. Again, I'm not going to go in all the detail, but what's really interesting about the Peerless model is that Cross uses nibs made by Sailor in Japan. And the nib on this pen is phenomenal. There's no other way to put it. Hasn't been touched. Out of the box, it was phenomenal. It's a medium nib, Japanese medium, writes like a Western fine, so you'll see that in the writing sample. It's a simple nib. It is not Star Wars themed. It just says 125 for the number of years I think the Peerless has been in existence, or was it Cross? I'm sorry, I forgot. I haven't looked this up. Look it up. But it writes beautifully, and the pen is a superb size. Comfortable, a little girthier than the Cross Townsend model. Very comfortable to hold. It posts. Now, it is all metal. I find it a little heavy posted, top heavy. For a few quick lines, it's fine. For longer writing, I find it more comfortable unposted. A fantastic pen for work, and I use this a lot at work. First of all, I always have a black ink in this, and black is a very neutral color. You can use it for everything, right? Whether someone gets married or whether you have to sign a card because someone passed away, black ink always works. So it's a neutral color that I think is very nice. Yes, Star Wars themed, Darth Vader, that's just a fun bonus. But primarily you buy a fountain pen to write with. This is a writer's pen. This thing writes amazingly. And that's what really sets it apart, and that's why I love using it. That's why it's in my collection. That's why it stayed in my collection. Even if I had to do a review dressed as Darth Vader, that was worth it every second. I can't emphasize that enough. I like the Townsend Boba Fett because I like the character of Boba Fett. But this pen I love for the sake of the pen. And again, all the detail, including the red crystal for his red lightsaber. There's a lot of eye for detail, as Cross does with these Star Wars products. A superb writer, and the shiny black metal to me just works. It works irrespective of being Darth Vader or not. Like the shiny blackness just works, and a great size pen. So I absolutely love it. I think I've sung its praises more than enough. Let's see how it writes, and let's see if there's any truth to my words. Okay, so what's the Darth Vader all about? I know I've mentioned this a lot of times, but I just absolutely love the way this pen writes. It's hard to describe. I just love it. So here we have the Cross Peerless Darth Vader. The nib is an 18K medium, and the ink is Edelstein Onyx. Oh, it's terrible handwriting, I'm so sorry. I'll do my best. A super pleasant writer, and it has a little bit of that feedback that Sailor is known for, but I love it. It's such a pleasant tactile feedback as you write. It's not scratchy. I really like the way this pen writes. I can't do the super fast writing with the cat posted because it gets too heavy. And this is a pen that, honestly, every time I uncap it, it writes. It doesn't skip, it doesn't hard start, it's very robust, very reliable, and I think that's absolutely fantastic. Obviously, this is what you would expect from a pen, but we all know it's not always the case. So I love it. Okay, that was a hard start, but I had it uncapped, okay? We can't count that. It's a very nicely tuned nib, nice and wet without gushing too much, beautifully tuned. Not much line variations, pretty stiff nib, so don't expect a lot of character as you write with it or something. But again, I think it's absolutely lovely, a beautiful user that I really love having in my collection and writing with. So there you have it. I hope this was useful, and that's pretty much it. Bye bye.